So,
Welcome to PSC Sports Talk.
thank you. Thanks for having me. You didn't like that? You froze up?
Nice. So, man, Papa Eater, just us tonight. Big Jeff is being a hero, trying to save people in the snow. So,
Don't let
somebody's
him
got to do it, I guess,
fool
right?
you. He's out making snowmen in
So,
the
we'll
middle
start
of
off with Ovechkin. Or maybe Snow Angels. I mean, that's tough too.
Well, hey.
So, getting started here,
snow.
chasing the great one. We have Ovechkin in his last game. He did not score a goal, but he had 3 assists, which puts him still at 16 goals away from breaking the great one's record. So, I still think he's got a chance.
There's a chance this year. There's a chance. It's getting smaller. He went from semi to like flaccid now, so there's still a chance.
Well, in the last 5 games before this one where he got shut out, he had scored in his last 5 games.
You can't score in every game.
I think he's going to do it. Go Ovi. You can't. I mean, you can't score every day. You got to let other guys score. See, he gave out 3 assists, though.
It's like in football. You can't win every week. Ask the Jets.
And we will talk about the Jets later on. I promise.
Oh.
All right, so moving along from Ovechkin. Was that?
I don't know the itinerary. I'm just blabbing. That's what we do. We just blab.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm gonna have to hire someone.
We'll talk
with cue cards
more
here
about the Jets in a minute. So, Jim McCaskey passes away.
I thought she was 102.
So, what do you think? I thought Jeff said 103. I don't know. I just went off what I thought. She was old as shit. How about that? But somebody brought up a good point. I don't remember where I heard this, but with her dying and that team being willed to her kids, the kids have to pay taxes on that. So, do they even have the money to pay the fucking taxes for that team, or are they gonna have to sell?
102, just so you know. Oh, it didn't just go to her kids, grandkids. It went. There's a bunch of them. So
that's what I'm saying, though. Are they gonna have to sell? Do they have the capital to pay the taxes on that? That's like millions in taxes.
They won't have to sell. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I'm more worried about them.
And you think the
we leave Georgie boy.
Yeah, I was looking at free agents coming up. You guys got like 3 or 4 fucking linemen on free agency.
I think the whole offensive line.
It might be the whole offensive line. I was just looking at the top 100.
Yeah, but
which
hey,
we may get into. We'll see.
They can't be worse than
that's
than
true.
Last year.
This is very true. Your line was not very good last year.
No,
but that's all right. You got a new coach now. You got a new coach. When the will make you sick.
I didn't know we were starting with this. I didn't want to start this so early, but thanks.
Oh, hey, cheers.
Yeah, there's
leftover from the Super Bowl.
And yet again, there's another year with hope.
How did Poles keep his job, by the way? That guy seems like a dweeb.
You know, actually, I don't think he's done too bad. I think he's done better than the last one, which was also RP. I mean, he really hasn't done bad. You know, they say that, he hired Eberloser, but I want to say he was hired like a day or two before Eberloser. So how much input did he really have in all the interviews? You know what I mean?
Probably about none.
Yeah, so it was probably like, okay, yeah, I'll get me a guy in 3 years. Oh,
right, and hopefully they don't
Look at
fire
that.
me by then. And you got the best guy probably on the market, or the best new coach on the market, I would say.
We'll see. I didn't really want a rookie head coach, but they
gotta take care of it.
they all have to be rookie. Fuck you. I guess they all have to start somewhere. I mean, he did get an experienced defensive guy. I wish they would have tried to get Rivera. I know Jeff's like, get over the 85 shit. Dude, Rivera was a former player, former coach. So
And a good coach, a good defensive coach. Not a great head coach, I would say, but good defensive coach.
Hey, you know what? He wasn't bad in Carolina.
No, he wasn't. And Washington was a dumpster fire. So
it was a dumpster fire. And according to Cam Newton, who came out yesterday before Steve Smith had to come back, they were just losers before Cam Newton got there. They were just losers.
I know. What did Steve Smith say about it? I didn't hear that.
Oh, he come back. He come back with like a tweet or something.
I'm sure he did.
I'm sorry, an X saying something about 1 minus 52 losers or something. I don't know. Have you seen Cam Newton when he's on ESPN? I'm just like, God damn. Dude, what's wrong with you?
If he didn't have like 75 kids, I would swear to God that dude's gay as fuck. Honestly.
He still could be.
He got too many babies.
He could be like Dwight Howard.
Hey, he's getting married, by the way, to a woman.
Which one?
I don't remember her name. She's kind of hot.
No, which one? Dwight Howard or Cam Newton?
Oh, Dwight Howard. Cam Newton will never get married. Shit. He's too busy laying his seed down everywhere.
All right, so I see the next one.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. No, it was a stomping bowl. Stomping bowl.
I loved it. Loved every last minute of it. Fuck Kansas City.
I like how you put the green back in there. I like that.
Hey, at least everything has a color-coded background. I'll tell you that. No pictures, but color-coded backgrounds at least.
Hey, that works. Yeah, that score. Hell, I think by the time Kansas City started scoring, they had backups in.
Yeah, it was like 34-0 or something like that, wasn't it?
What was it? Well, halftime was
20-something.
I think halftime was 24-0. I mean, dude, they just the Philadelphia Eagles just went all they are who we think they are.
Well, this is the second Super Bowl that Andy Reid's come in with a subpar offensive line, and Mahomes he was running for his life, not even running for his life. He would hit the back or his third step or his fifth step, and he was already had a guy in his face every fucking play, it seemed like.
Oh, Fangio brought heat all night long, and a lot of times they weren't even blitzing.
No, they didn't blitz once in that whole game.
Oh, well, it sure looked like they were. I mean, I knew they weren't every play, but
right?
They just that defense was ready to play.
Yeah. Well, and to me, I understand Jalen Hurts had a good game, and he's the quarterback, and I get that bullshit.
He shouldn't have been the MVP.
But,
he shouldn't have been the MVP.
Sweat should have been the MVP.
Sweat was Sweat the one I was thinking of? Well, there's him, and I was thinking they had that defensive lineman. Had what? Two No, not Sweat. There was a defensive tackle, I thought, 93 or something. He had like 2 fumbles, one of which was the strip sack
Yeah,
and
Williams
fumble
maybe.
recovery. Yeah, it should have been
Yeah,
a defensive player.
I don't know. Right. I'm not a huge Jalen Hurts fan, really. I mean, you have to respect him, though. I mean, he obviously is a winner. I mean, really, that's what it boils down to. Is he's a winner, but he just, I don't know, something about him. I just don't like him.
I mean, what, 221 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. That's not an MVP. Defensive player should have had it.
No,
Plain and simple.
exactly. Or give it to Cooper DeJean for scoring a touchdown.
Oh, do you know that was his birthday too, I believe?
Yeah, it was Saquon's also.
Oh, was it Saquon's? Now,
Yep.
now I will say this: the Chiefs did come ready to stop Saquon, but I think that's all they planned for. I think that's all they tried to do.
Yep.
Didn't work so well.
I agree. Yeah, they stopped him, but okay, great. You lost the game.
Bad.
But play action though, like on that bomb, the fucking Deontay Smith or whatever, he had a guy by like 4 yards.
Yeah.
So it was great though. I love it. Kansas City, no 3-peat. I'll pay Pat Riley a couple bucks for that. Whatever. But yeah, no 3-peat. Love it.
No.
Here's the question though: do you think the Eagles can repeat though?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think they have a chance.
Well, they have a chance, but I'm going.
Not a very good chance.
No, they will not repeat.
Okay.
It doesn't happen very often.
Are the Kansas City Chiefs dead?
No. If not, let's talk about AFC QB.
Right.
Which one?
No, so no, let's take a look at this though, right? So you have Josh Allen. Okay, so
you're breaking up. That's what I'm trying to say.
Joe Burrow. Jesus, tit.
All right,
ready, go. All right, Josh Allen.
Go ahead.
Justin Herbert. Who else is good in the AFC quarterback wise? Lamar Jackson.
Lamar.
Lamar. There's got to be another good quarterback. Wait, I already said him. Who's that? Oh no, Mahomes doesn't count in this conversation. What?
Oh, you're not counting him? Okay, I'll take him off.
What I'm talking about is if the Chiefs aren't dead, they can make it to 3 more Super Bowls. Let's say Patrick makes it to 3 more Super Bowls in the next 10 years, right? That only leaves 7 years for all these other quarterbacks in the AFC to get a chance at the Super Bowl. There's going to be guys out of the great quarterbacks that are in the AFC that are not going to make the fucking Super Bowl.
I'm going to say one that doesn't is probably going to end up being Herbert. And Burrow. Even though Burrow's already been.
You think,
I don't
really? It's an interesting take.
I think the
Harbaugh is pretty much
Baltimore and Buffalo, I think, are your 2 best options to get in there. I think Baltimore is going to come out next year with a chip on their shoulder, ready to play. I mean, if they don't do it next year, I don't know if they will. That's just my thoughts.
You got to throw Tua in that conversation, I guess, too.
No.
And Trevor Lawrence.
Okay. Trevor Lawrence is a good quarterback, but
he's a good quarterback at home.
He's not on a good team. I won't even put Lawrence in there. The Jacksonville Jaguars are nowhere near ready for a Super Bowl. I almost have to throw Miami in that. Miami always
They're hardly ready for the playoffs.
McDonald always finds a way to fuck himself over. Did you freeze again?
Right. He is kind of a fuck up. I will have to, as much as I like the guy, he is kind of a fuck up.
Yeah, I won't even put those two in there.
So I'm just saying though, with all the great quarterbacks, I'm just saying, with all the great quarterbacks in the AFC, there's going to be a handful of, or more than a handful, I would think, because if the Chiefs aren't dead, they'll make the Super Bowl three times in the next 10 years, I would say. You still have Andy Reid, as long as he can control that offensive lineup.
Here's the deal: Mahomes is 29, so you're saying in 10 years that puts him at 39. I'd say
play until he's 45.
I don't think so. Look at Mahomes. He's kind of a prissy guy. I don't see him wanting to play longer than he wants to. He's like,
he thinks he's a tough guy though. You don't think he wants to be Tom? You know he wants to be Tom Brady's records.
I'm sure he does, but I think Tom Brady was a little tougher than prissy Mahomes.
Oh, I think so too. But like I said, Mahomes thinks he's tough.
Now, I would love to see that. Prissy Mahomes versus Tom Brady in a Super Bowl, and to see which side the refs go with.
Ooh. Mm-hmm. I think they go old school and go with Tom. Tom's their OG.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's my thought. So I didn't put this on the slide, but does Kelce come back?
I think he does.
One more year?
I don't know if it'd be 1 year, maybe two. I think his brother retired after the Philly loss, or did he retire last year? No, he retired after last year. This is his first year retired, wasn't it?
He retired last year.
So I think his brother's like,
right, exactly, yeah.
His brother's like, man, I wish I could have stayed. You know, but I see Kelce one, maybe two more years. Too. Hey, and don't count out.
Yeah, because they won't cut him. They won't cut him.
Don't count it out.
You're right. Don't cut it out. I mean, they needed offensive line help, obviously.
I mean, and looking at his commercials, he's still got a gut on him.
Oh, yeah, he's still a big kid. He's still a big guy.
You know, they eat their milk and their
so moving right along. Oh.
That was
crap. Yeah, they do. And all the other crap that they try to peddle. Like I said to you in the text, I must be getting old because I thought Kendrick Lamar was like pretty popular. And I didn't recognize but maybe one of those songs. From what I understand, it was his new album, I guess, that they were pushing. But in making that choice, that was dumb. I mean, why put Kendrick Lamar up there with all these bangers that he's already had, and then you're gonna go have him play the new shit that nobody knows?
I just think it was a very non-lively show. It just didn't. You know what I mean? It just
Yeah.
Although
Serena Williams crip walking again.
I could have sworn I heard him say "fuck" on there. I could have sworn it.
He may have. He did also diss Drake again too, like straight to his face. That's pretty good.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
Yeah. We spent more time on that slide than I even wanted to. Kellen Moore to the Saints. I mean, you almost knew it was obvious that he was going there.
Oh, yeah, they said it before, the game. I think it came out that Saturday that he's probably going there. But he's going to have a tough job. I think
if
he'll
David
do
Carr can
okay.
stay, if Carr stays healthy, they'll be all right.
Yeah, but they got salary cap issues, big time.
And again, I don't understand how that team is
Bad
not that good to have
contracts.
salary cap issues.
Bad contracts.
Who are they paying dead
Bad.
money to?
Huh?
I'm gonna have to look
Did you-
that up tonight. I'm gonna have to look that up tonight. Why their fucking salary cap's so bad? Just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, they're hurting bad.
You have like 2.5 good players. So I hear.
That's what he's going to have next
But
year.
again, I think if David Carr can stay healthy, I think they might be okay.
I think he's going to do all right.
Because Carr's a serviceable quarterback.
He's not a bad quarterback.
Probably about the same as this year. I would think. No, especially if you can keep him clean.
Well, that's if. Carr does have a history of injuries.
Well, yeah, you see how he got injured this last year? He was trying to like dive over with like 3 different guys trying to get a first down. And went fucking Superman and fucking broke his wrist.
I think Derek Carr
Or some shit.
needs to approach Aflac to be their spokesman. Because every commercial, he could have a different, like a cast on this, limping one leg. Aflac takes care of me. When I don't take care of my football team,
Yeah, you got to
Aflac
kick Dion
takes
out,
care of
though.
me.
So, yeah, Kellen Moore, I think you're right. It'll be interesting to see what happens down there in the Saints. So, Aaron Rodgers, not welcome back with the Jets. I guess he flew all the way across the country to meet with the Jets, and they pretty much told him to go kick rocks. I don't know.
Well,
I didn't hear personally if they were going to just cut him or if they're going to try to trade him or what. But Aaron Glenn does not want him in the building.
What I was reading was Aaron Glenn told him, firstly, you will not do the Pat McAfee show, and you will be at training camp the whole time. So
that's basically Candy McAfee. Oh,
that was one of the two deals. I don't think Rodgers retires. I think his ego is too big to let him go out the way he went out.
Okay, but let's talk about this though. Where's he going to go?
Well,
okay. Tennessee or Oakland, or excuse me, Las Vegas. Those are about the only 2 teams.
Or
Seattle?
Close.
Portland?
Minnesota.
You don't think they're going to keep Darnold?
Well, I don't. It was only a 1-year deal. We'll see if he resign him. But hey, Rodgers wants to finish the Favre story. Though. He wants to finish the Favre story.
He also said he wants to be a mentor, though, to somebody. And I mean, JJ McCarthy. Yeah, you might be right with that one. And it would follow right in Favre's footsteps, though, huh?
I'm going with Minnesota mainly on the Favre deal, but chances are it may end up being the Raiders.
I don't see him going to the Raiders. No way. Chip Kelly's not going to put up with his shit.
Yeah, I don't think Chip Kelly's going to have much.
Chip Kelly's kind of a hard ass and kind of a dick face, really. But
well, look how he looks.
Okay, you think Pete wants to deal with Aaron Rodgers' ass? Hey, I'll bet you. I'm thinking Russell might end up actually down in the Raiders.
So where else do you think he may go?
Who, Aaron?
Yeah, Aaron.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Could he end up in Cleveland? What about the Giants?
Maybe.
What about
how
Pittsburgh?
funny would that be? He wouldn't have to move. No. No, Mike Tomlin is not putting up with Aaron Rodgers. No fucking way.
He put up with Russ.
Kind of.
Let's see. Who else is there? Cleveland. Because I think Jameis is
Possibly
a free
Carolina.
agent.
Yes, Jameis is a free agent.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see where he lands as well.
Yeah, it would be.
I went down a Jameis interview rabbit hole recently. Very entertaining. Jameis is great. I fucking love me some Jameis Winston.
Oh. Sorry, I was just noticing. I guess I broke my laptop.
Oh, good job. All right, so moving right along. Myles Garrett requests a trade. Where does he end up? I mean, he's on the backside of his prime, but he is still a monster. That's what I'm saying. He's on the backside of his prime.
He's like
I'm still not saying the prime is over yet. Yes.
Well,
I've heard lots of different ones on this.
Do they actually trade him? I don't see them trading him.
See, that's the thing.
I think they'll make him be the bad guy.
Nerd.
They'll make him be the bad guy and sit out and do all that stuff. You know what I mean?
But see, that's the thing. I don't think he'll do that.
And then the other thing is,
like that kind of guy.
Do they go in there and do they ask for way too much from teams for him?
Maybe.
I mean, I'm sure they're going to sit there and we want 2 first-round draft picks. I think that's too much for him.
How is a good team going to afford Myles Garrett, though? I mean, let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? I know there's salary cap gymnastics that all these fucking teams do to cheat. But how? I mean, he should be the highest paid defensive lineman in the league.
Is he not? I thought he was.
Well, he's up for a contract again, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I think it's got 2 years left.
Does it? Okay. But still, okay, even so, how can a good team afford Myles Garrett? There's no fucking way.
Well, what if Philadelphia's been doing great at keeping their cap under? Think they could make a trade?
That's one of the teams I heard that that's what I heard is they might be like one of the top go-getters for him. Because I think Sweat is a free agent.
If you think about it, he's got, if they get, which I think, a first-round pick and maybe a later round pick would be fair for him. The Eagles right now have a good enough team. They could do away with.
Yeah, they don't need a draft.
I don't need that first-round pick next year. You know what I mean? Or heck, even this coming year.
The last few years. Got 2 starting corners out of this last draft. I mean,
well, I
also heard the Lions maybe in the hunt for him.
Ugh. I don't know. Lions going to be starting to get some salary cap issues if they don't do something because they got.
I was just about to say that though.
Hutch is about to be up, and they just re-signed Goff and Amon Ra, and you got the tight end Laporta.
Williams is going to be up for contract soon. Laporta's over his second year.
Yeah, well, in 2 years.
Well, I'm just saying, and the Williams guy, their other wideout, I think is going to be up either this year or next year.
I think it's next year.
Oh, I don't remember. Jameson Williams, yeah. We'll get to that. That's farther down the board.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, interesting to see where Myles ends up. So Luka for AD, huge trade on Super Bowl weekend. NBA trying to one up the NFL. Then AD gets hurt. Not even a full game. And gets hurt. Gotta love it. And Luka, who's been out for like 2 months, all of a sudden can magically play again. He didn't look that fat,
Oh,
really. Crazy.
he was about due to come back anyway when they traded him. That GM in Dallas, I think,
He's on my fantasy team.
he's about to be done. I think that was stupid. If they got a problem with his conditioning and all that, you sit him and his agent down and say, look, you're up for some money, lose a little bit of weight, get some cardio going, do something, stay in shape. But the other thing,
Luka's
Mavericks
kind of
did,
fat.
Luka never had the greatest physique, but a lot of the European ones usually kind of are like that. Look at Kukoc. When Kukoc played with the Bulls, he was.
Or look at Joker. Joker's fat as fuck too.
Well, yeah. I think. I love
me some Joker.
The last European one that I remember that was decently in shape. Come on now, you remember who he is?
Manu Ginobili.
Now he's Argentinian.
Yeah, foreign guy.
Yeah, I was saying European. Drazen Petrovic.
I know. That dude was a badass.
Dude, what was that game? Dude didn't miss threes.
Oh yeah, and that one, yeah, it was like NBA. It wasn't NBA Live. It was like NBA Showdown. I want to say maybe.
I don't know, but dude did not miss threes.
Yeah. Kenny Anderson was a point guard, if I remember right.
I think so. But Lakers, if I'm the Lakers, why am I not doing this trade? I'm like, seriously? Okay, we'll take him. Thanks. Dallas.
I get a top 5 guy in the league that's only 25 years old versus AD, who might be a top 5 guy, maybe top 10, but he's hurt all the time.
Well, here's the other thing. Dallas helped the Lakers and fucked over Luka at the same time. Because now, by trading him, he can't get that Supermax extension thing or something, the way they have it set out.
Yeah, that was fucked. Yeah. Right, because you have to be the same team for the whole time, right? Isn't that how that works?
Something like that. Or, yeah, just, yeah. But, yeah, it is not it is not a happy situation down there at American Airlines Center in Dallas.
Yeah.
As if I mean, I don't not like the Mavericks, but I can't believe they did it. I'm just like, are you serious?
Right.
They just went to the finals with them.
Right. Well, I mean, you got Kyrie though too. You know what I mean? Like that was a pretty good backcourt.
Kyrie, I'm still not a fan of Kyrie.
I'm not a huge Kyrie fan. Don't think I'm. No, me either. Right. He bugs the shit out of me, but he is a baller.
But there almost had to be something else. Maybe Lucas slept with that GM's wife. Who knows? Something else had to have happened. I mean, just all of a sudden, boom, gone.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how much and what comes out about it. Because yeah, I mean that's just you got fleeced. You got fleeced bad.
Yeah, I mean,
this is not a big man game anymore. You know what I'm saying? Where you have to have a great center.
Did Nico, the GM over there, did he walk in on his wife giving Luka a ride? On the casting couch.
There's nothing wrong with the casting couch, bro. Nothing wrong with that shit.
Were they riding the bus?
Oh wow. Ching. All right, so yeah. AD and Luka, great job. So
my God.
Butler, your man, you asked for this one here. So
this guy is
out of Miami.
This
signed with the Golden State Warriors.
He's a piece of shit.
I didn't hear about the contract.
Yeah, he got a 2-year extension, like a 2-year, $115 million extension.
You make more than Patrick Mahomes?
Probably. Most NBA players make more than Mahomes nowadays. Mahomes on the low end of the quarterbacks.
Man.
Yeah, he doesn't. When he does play
That's
for
true.
Miami,
Yeah.
he doesn't give everything, and he goes out like his first game with the Warriors has like 35 points. Tell me he was not holding back. How would you want a player like that on your team as a teammate?
Exactly. Steph will put him in line.
Steph won't.
Or maybe Draymond will just whip his ass.
Steph is a toothpick, and Draymond, I don't think would even attempt to mess with Butler.
No, because Butler's kind of a mean dude, or he seems like he kind of is.
Well, you got to look at it. If Draymond does something, he's already had to go to those anger management classes after the other teammate he punched. I mean, maybe
right
don't
in the
punch
face. That was awesome.
Maybe Butler's coming down from a rebound and Draymond sticks an elbow up right in the crotch. Oh, sorry, man. My bad, bro. My bad.
My bad, dog. You want to be on my podcast later?
How's little Jimmy? No, Jimmy Butler.
So, yeah, Jimmy Butler.
What a waste. He's like Kiwi Leonard.
Yeah. He's better than Kiwi. Not much, but he's better than Kiwi.
Overpaid, non-producers.
Right. So, pitchers and catchers report this week. The first game is in Japan. Dodgers and the Cubbies on my birthday and day after.
I thought your birthday was the 21st.
Nope. 18th.
It's the 19th, really?
Nope. 18th, brother.
That's what I said. I said 18th. I don't know where you're hearing the 21st and the 19th. Yeah, I'm ready for a little bit of baseball, especially the beginning of the year.
Too.
I like watching the beginning, then like the whole middle I can do without, and then like the end.
Right. The dog days of summer you're not into.
Yeah. It's kind of like by All-Star break. It's like, what?
Or is that just with the Cubbies? When the Cubbies are out of the race?
No. Even in 2016, I'd watch, maybe one game a week. It's just kind of like, hey, it's summer. Let me go outside, do something.
I usually listen to more games than I watch.
Fall asleep when I listen to them. Fall asleep when I watch them. It's just a matter of which
so the last slide here. Top free agents of 2025. Now, we can go over this one of two ways. NFL. So I have it by position, or I can go through the top 100 and just list off any names that I see that are worth shit that we could discuss real quick.
Why don't we maybe just do the top 5 today?
Okay.
You don't like
Number 1, according to who is this? Oh, yeah, FoxSports.com. The number 1 player in free agency, T. Higgins for the Bengals.
Who?
T. Higgins. The number 2 wide receiver.
They don't think he'll be franchised?
This is just a list of who has not been signed as of right now.
I think he'll be franchised.
I think so as well, because Joe Burrow does not want to see him go anywhere. And you can't piss Joe off. The number 2 free agent is Trey Smith, guard for the Chiefs. Maybe he was hurt from the Super Bowl. I don't know how you could be the number 2 guard when your fucking offensive line look like dick.
Dropping down the ladder there after that game. I've been reading a lot that the Bears are going to go heavy after him, but maybe they changed their mind after the Super Bowl.
Well, right here it says you're probably thinking about how poorly Kansas City's offensive line played in the Super Bowl, and that brutal performance sunk the Chiefs. But Smith wasn't to blame, so he must have just been blocking his guy, and everybody else around him was fucking up. But he Played great.
Oh, I didn't notice that. I just saw green
Neither did I.
jerseys.
Right. I just saw Patrick running for his life. So he had the lowest sack percentage in the league with a 0.2% sack percentage last year. So that is pretty good. Number 3, Sammy Darnold, supposedly the number 3, according to FoxSports.com, the number 3 free agent coming up this season. I don't know. Where's he going to go to? It kind of goes back to the Aaron Rodgers question. And he, I think, would be in line higher than Aaron Rodgers.
I would think. I don't see Minnesota re-signing him long term because they got McCarthy sitting there. I think Minnesota, they're gonna.
Well, you're paying Justin Jefferson a piss load of money too.
They are, and hey,
you can't pay a quarterback and a wide receiver.
Depending on what the Jets do with Aaron, I still think there's a chance he ends up in Minnesota for at least 1 year to be the mentor. Once he does that, I could see Darnold going to the Raiders on a multi-year deal. There's a chance he could end up in Cleveland on a multi-year deal.
True.
I don't see him getting more than a 3-year
I understand
deal.
that Aaron Rodgers wants to be a mentor, but as a coach, would you want Aaron Rodgers to mentor your quarterback?
I don't know. They wanted Favre to be, a stopgap too. Look how well that worked. But I tell you what,
as much as I like Aaron, I would rather have Favre as my bridge quarterback. I'm sorry, what was that? We're talking.
I said Favre. By the time he got to Minnesota, they had a decent little run when he was there.
Yeah, they went to the championship game, didn't they?
I think. Well, they went pretty far, farther than they had in years past. I don't remember how far, but
right.
I think Darnold, where he goes, is.
I'd rather have.
That's what I think.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Number 4, and I don't see how this dude's number 4 after what happened to him last year, but they have Chris Godwin as the number 4 free agent going into the next year. That broken leg, I don't know how you can be number 4. That's pretty nasty.
I think he's going to end up back at Tampa Bay.
I think so too, with a hometown deal.
Yeah, it'd be a 1 or 2
This
year
is kind of interesting, though. The number 5 guy they have. Number 5, they have Zach Braun, the middle linebacker that was a edge rusher special teamer for the Saints last year. Now he's picking off passes in the Super Bowl. I think Philly resigns him, to be honest with you.
Well, I don't know what other free agents they have. But I could see him wanting to stay and Philly trying to keep him to stay. Yeah. I don't see him franchising him or anything like that.
No, I think he'll just stick around just because they gave him a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Number 6 is Khalil Mack.
He's going to end up back with Chargers. He's going back
probably because he's getting up there in age. So, number 7, Nick Bolton, linebacker from the Chiefs. He's a white guy.
Who's number 8?
Byron Murphy Jr., cornerback for the Vikings, ex-Washington. Probably one of top 5 lockdown corners in the league.
He
kind of a dick,
played
though.
For a couple years, didn't he?
I think so. Yeah.
I think
he's kind of bounced around the league. He's been with a lot of different teams.
He may stay with the Vikings.
Actually, I don't know where. I think he bolts. The guy has never stuck around to any team. He got kicked out for the Washington team, if I remember right.
I think
Josh Sweat. Josh Sweat, the Super Bowl MVP, in my opinion. is the number 9 prospect. I don't think he stays. I don't think they're going to be able to pay him what he's going to demand.
That's true. That's true. So think about this. The Bears.
Hey, why not?
They need someone opposite of what is the one dude they got right now? They got that one dude right now.
He's good. Yeah, he's good. I can't think of his name either.
Is it Montez Sweat?
Yes, I think so. Oh, wait. No, this is Josh. This is Josh Sweat.
No, the Bears with I think it's Montez. Well, I've been reading the deals where Josh could end up going to the Bears, or the other dude from the Redskins when they got rid of both of them, Chase Young. Chase Young could possibly end up with the Bears.
Yeah, he's the 50s, I think, if I remember right. Number 10, Charvarius Ward from the 49ers. Good corner. I wouldn't call him. I wouldn't put him in the same category as Murphy, to be honest with you. He's a mid, in my opinion.
Montez Sweat.
Your boy.
Yeah, so they could be all sweaty if they got Josh.
Exactly. Number 11 is the Milton Williams. That's the kid's name. The defensive tackle from the Eagles, Milton Williams.
Ooh, the Eagles got a lot of free agents. Oh, we're getting down in there.
Yeah. There's a couple more, if I remember correctly, as well. Okay, I'm not going to name this dude because you don't know who he is, and I don't either.
Eagles can spare a couple of defensive linemen because they have a pretty deep defensive line. They were rotating a lot of players.
Yeah.
So I can see one or two of them.
What's his nuts who played like.
All right, so who's the one we don't know?
Osa Odighizawa from the Cowboys. Defensive lineman.
No.
Yeah.
No, not him. He's going to stay with the Cowboys.
Number 13, Ronnie Staley. Ronnie Staley, tackle of the Ravens. That's a big deal.
I think the Ravens re-sign him.
But I think he'll stay with the Ravens. Yeah, I think so as well. Number 14, Najee.
I
don't think he stays in no. Najee Harris.
Oh, he won't stay in Pittsburgh.
Running back for the Steelers.
He's going to end up getting getting a low ball deal.
He's gone.
He started off good, but he's just he'll leave trying to prove a point.
He's not consistent enough.
He'll still be average.
Number 15. The man, the myth,
Ric Flair,
the legend, Russell Wilson, the free agent. I know. God damn it, fuckers. Russell Wilson, number 15 in the free agent pool.
From some of the stuff I've been reading, it sounds like he Russell Wilson himself out of Pittsburgh. You haven't been hearing any of that?
Yeah, he's not staying in Pittsburgh. There's no way.
Yeah, I guess
him and the OC didn't get along at all, and then they took fucking animals away from him.
And then things started popping up here and there in the media. Same thing that happened in Denver. Russ actually
exactly.
may
Russ
not have
is a
a
little
job.
snake.
He may not have a job because he didn't play that great.
You don't think somebody would pick him up as a backup though?
I don't think he wants to be backup.
Like a playoff team?
I think Russ will.
Well, what you want and what you get are two different things.
Russ would sign later in the season. Is what I would say.
Okay, like literally the emergency quarterback.
like, oh, Derek Carr just broke his leg. He's out for the year.
Right. DJ Reed is next.
Hopefully-
Cornerback of the Jets.
Knocking on wood there. I don't want that to happen to Derek Carr. Who'd you say now?
DJ Reed, cornerback for the Jets. He's a Jet. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But the next one, number 17. See, I don't really agree with this list because there's a lot better guys down here later. Aaron is number 17.
Well, you gotta look. They're giving Aaron props for his career, so that's why I actually probably would have put him up above Russ. Jeff would have said, "You're fucking crazy."
I would
But-
have too, to be honest. But
Yeah, Aaron.
number 18, Stephon Diggs.
Fuck him.
Yeah, Aaron might be out of a job too,
Butler in NFL.
He is. He's a cancer. It'll be interesting to see who picks him up. I don't think Houston resigns him.
They probably will. Look how bad we got when he was out.
So
when
you-
Nico was out. I could see Houston resigning him. I could see it. Yeah, 1 or 2 year deal.
True.
Because that's about how long he'll
But for
last.
what he's gonna ask for money wise?
He's coming off an injury.
Yeah, he's on his way out. He's a bad one too. Wasn't it ACL?
I think so. I don't see him getting what he's asking.
Me either. Next, I think this guy should have been higher up the list, to be honest with you. But Javon Holland, safety from the Miami Dolphins. He's actually a fucking pretty good player.
The defense of the Miami Dolphins.
But hey,
I don't know how the Dolphins are going to be able to afford him
He's
if he
not
wants
bad.
that salary.
he'll probably maybe he'll take a hometown deal.
Maybe.
Huh, here's another good one. Number 20, Hassan. I didn't play this year. Reddick is, I guess, a free agent now.
Wait, I thought he did play in a couple
I don't
games.
know how
with
that
the Jets.
works, but
I thought he did show up and start to play.
yeah, I think towards the end of the year.
He's going to sign, but he is not going to get the money he wants.
Oh, he played in 10 games, I guess. But he only had
Yeah,
one
he came
sack in
back.
10 games.
Yeah, he came back late in the season.
21 is Justin Reed, safety for the Chiefs.
Dude, Reed had a
Uh,
good year this year.
Yeah, he did. Like I said, I think he probably should have been higher up this list because the Chiefs,
I would-
Chiefs had a
I
pretty
would
good
put
defense
him-
most of the year.
I would have put him higher than the Dolphin guy.
Maybe. Dre Greenlaw is next, coming off of a torn Achilles. 27 years old, coming off a torn Achilles.
He stays with San Francisco.
Probably. Chase Young, number 23, Michael Jordan. Edge with
He's
the,
gone.
he played with the Saints last year.
He's gone.
Where were you saying you were thinking he was going?
There's
The Bears?
there's reports of him going to the Bears to be back with whatever the hell they're Dennis Allen, their defensive coordinator now. So it'll come down. It'll
I
come
just don't
down to
think
the money with the Bears.
But he's only 25. All right, gonna skip a few of these guys because, offensive linemen. Who gives a shit? Unless I know their names. Yeah. Oh, Mekhi Becton for the Eagles, guard, number 27, by the way. But so there's another Eagle that is coming up for free agency.
He'll probably resign.
Cameron Bynum, Of the Vikings is number 28, safety. He's pretty decent, isn't he?
I think Minnesota resigns him.
I think so too. Number 30, I'm skipping defensive tackle for the Lions because I can't pronounce his name. Number 30 is Amari Cooper, though. Kind of high in my opinion because he's definitely on the downslide, I would say.
Yeah, he's kind of high.
Yeah. Well, I don't think. I mean, might be high. I don't know.
He ain't gonna get the money he wants. He may end up back in Buffalo where he finished the year.
I think he's going to end up in Buffalo. Yeah. But he did have not this last year, but in 2023, he did have a 1,000-yard season. So he's not that far off of, but again, you're on the backside of your career. Once you stop getting 1,000-yard seasons,
Yeah,
it's tough to come back and get him again.
He'll end up back with Buffalo.
Number 31 is Ernest Jones from the Seahawks. We traded for him mid-season last year. Played great ball for us. I would love to see us resign that guy. Tough middle linebacker, but he played. This is was his third team last year. Yeah, I think so. Because then you traded for him. Mike McDonald obviously saw something that he likes in the guy. So
yeah, when you trade for him, you don't really want him. Let him go.
So let's see here. The Raiders safety, who gives a shit? Carlton Davis, who gives a shit? Aaron Jones. I didn't realize. I thought he signed an extension with.
I thought he did too, but
Aaron
I bet
Jones,
he ends back up. I bet he ends back up in Minnesota.
Probably, because it doesn't look like the running back class is that good.
He can team up with his former teammate, Aaron.
Number 36, Asante Samuel Jr. Asante Samuel Jr. is a free agent. It'd be interesting to see him move away from. Yeah, Chargers, correct. I think he stays. I don't think Jim was going to want to get rid of him.
Yeah, I could see the Chargers signing him. They had a pretty stout defense.
Yeah, they did. Juwan Johnson, tight end for the Saints, number 37. He's decent. I mean,
he'll probably be gone. Saints got salary cap issues.
True.
Saints are going to be like, my favorite words to hear for free agents are league minimum.
So it says here his draw should be about $10 million a year or more, and could be the latest Saints player to reunite with Sean Payton in Denver.
Well, there's a chance. I don't know how much cap room Denver will have because I think they got one more year of Russ's contract.
I think so too, for probably 20-something million. Levante David, a free agent. See, I thought he would be higher up the list. I know he's getting old in the tooth, but he's still a fucking stud.
I bet was he with Tampa Bay last year? I don't think he left.
Yeah, he's been a buck. I don't think he'll leave either.
Yeah,
he's kind of a fixture there. All right, so who cares? Oh, J.K. Dobbins, number 44, J.K. Dobbins. I think he goes back to the Chargers, to be honest with you.
I think he goes somewhere else. He may go to Denver.
Really? You think Jim will just get rid of him, huh?
I don't see him going back to the Chargers.
Dante Fowler Jr. From the Commanders, edge rusher, 30-year-old edge rusher though, so he's getting kind of up there in the yeah, probably. He led them in. He led them in quarterback pressures this last year.
He followed Quinn to go play there, so he'll do what he can to stay.
Kevin Zeitler, the guard for the Lions, thought he'd be up a little higher than the list. To be honest with you,
he's old.
It's pretty good. I thought. Is he?
He's good, but he's pretty old.
He was rated number 3 guard by PFF in 2024. Oh yeah, you're right. 34. That's getting up there for a lineman.
He'll probably stay with Detroit, depending on money.
Trevon Jenkins, by the way, guard for the Bears. There's your first lineman on the list.
Tevin Jenkins.
Yeah. Is that the guy that you can't stand?
Dude, this guy's hurt every other play.
Okay, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. That's what I thought. Okay.
I
he's
could
the highest.
I could care less if he leaves because they say when he plays, he's good. The problem is that line's been so bad while he's there. He's probably making up half the injuries. Oh, I can't play, coach. Can't play, coach. Sorry, coach. Can't play.
You gonna keep paying me? Can't play.
Yeah.
Number 49, DeAndre Hopkins. I wouldn't sign that guy for
he'll play
giving
somewhere.
the extra guys.
Hell, he could end up in the desert with the Vegas Raiders.
That's a hot take.
Who's their number one receiver?
Not a bad take, though. Not a bad take. Okay, I can't remember his name. He was basically right on the edge of like being on a fantasy team. He was like always in the fucking, right on the edge of being a starter, or at least on my team. I picked him up for a couple weeks, but never played him.
Talking DeAndre?
Huh?
You talking Hopkins? Who you talking?
No, not DeAndre, the Raiders' number 1 wide receiver.
Yeah, you don't even know his name, do you?
No, the Raiders' number 1 wide out.
Exactly. Don't even know his name. That's my point.
I can't remember his name. He's a rookie. Number 51. Now, again, the guy's getting old. I'd probably pick him over Levante David, though. But Bobby Wagner, free agent. Still playing good football at 35 years old.
Where did he play last year?
And he was on a 1-year Commanders.
Oh, he may end up going back there. One
Dan
more.
Quinn.
I think he may end up back there.
Especially at 35. I mean, 52. Justin Fields, free agent.
Pittsburgh.
I don't see him going back to Pittsburgh.
I do.
You think so?
I could see it.
Okay, but then why did you bench him though? You know what I mean? Like, I just don't understand what the fuck they did last year.
Because Russ. They had Russ. They had Russ. I think that was an owner call.
Mr. fucking Lollipop?
I think that was an owner call for Russ over Fields.
Think so?
I think so. But
you're paying Fields more though. I don't know. Keenan Allen, no longer a Chicago Bear.
You know,
do the Bears re-sign Keenan Allen?
I'm hoping they don't because it's going to insanely raise their salary. But Bears could end up franchising his ass. I wouldn't.
That's what I was just thinking. 7 receptions, 744 yards, and 7 tuds. So 7s are wild for him. But
he got better as that year went on. When
he
started with him, he was shit. But him and Caleb, especially the last part of the year, they had it rolling. I think the Bears need to move on.
I think so too. DeMarcus Lawrence from the Cowboys, defensive end, free agent. Jerry will probably just re-sign him.
Oh, yeah. What's salary cap to Jerry?
Yeah, no shit. Tyron Smith, the ex-Cowboy. Speaking of Cowboys, Tyron Smith from the Jets, the left tackle. The guy that only plays about half the games, but he's pretty badass when he does. I don't see him staying with the Jets. I think somebody's going to pick him up.
I think he's gonna retire and be one of the, or not retire, just not sign and come in later in the year. That's what I think.
Like a
He's like
like
38,
Peter Rich
39.
did for the Seahawks.
Yeah. Well, he did it for the
34.
Seahawks, the Bears,
34.
and somebody else.
Yeah, I think he played. He played again last year too. Like he's like 42 years old, still playing line. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Rasul Douglas.
Who?
Rasul Douglas. He'd be on the Green Bay Packers, and now he's on Buffalo. Cornerback.
I bet he stays with Buffalo.
I would think so. Who cares? Zach Ertz at 34 years old, free agent. I think he signs with the Commanders again.
Yeah, yep. I bet he's a Redskin again.
Hollywood Brown from the Chiefs, who was out all year. I think he goes back.
He could re-sign with them. I could see him re-signing.
It wouldn't surprise me if he went back to the Ravens either, though. Just saying.
I could see him just going back to Kansas City. Anyway, next.
Rico Dowdle, running back from Dallas, excuse me. Had a decent year. I'd see Jerry re-signing him.
No, I didn't freeze. I'm just waiting for the next name. Dude, isn't that great?
Let's see here. Robert Spillane. No, exactly. Robert Spillane, linebacker from the Raiders. More of a special team kind of guy, I think. Never mind. He led the Raiders in tackles with 158 this year.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
Probably back with the Raiders.
Yeah, who cares about him too? Who cares about him? Yeah. See, yeah, now we're getting to guys that like don't really get. Yeah. Let's see. Eric Kendricks, linebacker from the Cowboys. He's been bounced around the league his whole career. So I don't see him back with the Cowboys. Somebody else, he'll go play somewhere else.
He could end up going to Redskins. Follow Quinn.
This is an interesting one, though, especially with his position he plays and such. Nick Chubb is a free agent.
I bet he ends back up with the Browns. I don't think he's going to have a choice. For money.
It's true, because he didn't have a good year last year, but I think he was still not 100% of his D yet.
No, there's no way he could have been 100%, but then he hurt his foot. So I think he's going to end up with the Browns. I don't really see another team wanting to pay him to
Darius
play. Who?
No, not gamble on if he's going to be Darius Slayton, the other wide receiver opposite Malik Neighbors.
Well,
so yeah,
the way the Giants been going, he gone.
Mike Gillespie, tight end for the Bengals, as a free agent.
He's been bouncing around a lot. He'll go somewhere else.
Zach Martin, guard for the Cowboys, also a free agent.
He's gonna that's a big salary cap number.
34.
Unless he takes a huge pay cut, he's gone from the Cowboys.
He's had 9 Pro Bowls, 7 first-team All-Pro in 10 years with Dallas. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, I see him leaving.
Daniel Jones. Dr. Jones. Daniel Jones is free agent.
Daniel Jones? Daniel Jones. Backup. He'll be a backup somewhere. Somewhere like Seattle.
Oh. Fuck no. Fuck no.
No, they just cut him. That's why they get Daniel Jones.
Gary Kubiak doesn't like him. Stephon Gilmore, also a free agent.
He's old.
I think that's the second Vikings corner that's a free agent.
Yeah, he's like 38 though.
Still playing good football though.
He could end up back with Minnesota, or he could just not.
34.
Is he only 34? I thought he's older. But
Javon Hargrove. Nope.
I don't know who Hargrove is.
Oh, okay. But here's Gilmore, 34, has played for 5 teams in the last 5 seasons. So maybe he won't stick with the Vikings.
I think he does.
Javon Kinlaw, defensive lineman for the Jets, is number 88. He was pretty good.
I don't care.
But he was on a 1-year, $7 million deal last year, so. Sebastian Joseph Day.
Next.
He used to be on Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson. Puna Ford. Chargers defensive tackle. Used to be a Seahawk.
Next.
5'11", about 350 pounds. Big run stopper. Cooper Rush. Does anybody take a chance on Coop?
Dallas.
That's an interesting one.
I mean, Dallas has their backup.
That's what I'm saying. You don't see anybody taking a chance on Cooper Rush?
No, because in all honesty, he's not that good. But he works with Dallas.
He's better than Dak.
Hey,
okay, he's about the same as Dak.
He ends up back with Dallas. I don't see a team going out there. Ooh, we got to get Cooper.
Right.
Let's get the Rush. Let's get him.
So the next one, just throwing it out there, Patrick McCarry, another Ravens offensive lineman, though. He is a free agent. Oh, shit. Bobby Brown is a free agent. He's leaving New Edition, bro.
Again?
Yeah, man.
Oh.
He got even fatter than before, though. He's a defensive lineman now.
He could end up. Think of the possibilities. He could end up with NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, New Kids on the Block. He's got lots of options.
98 degrees. 98 degrees.
No, he don't like it hot.
I mean, yeah, he's got. Oh, okay, got you. Coleman Shelton, the Bears center, another free agent.
Here we go. All the Bears, they're gonna wipe them all out.
You think so?
Yeah, even
he was the number 12 center.
Yeah. Now he'll be gone.
And the ageless wonder, Calais Campbell, is a free agent coming off the Dolphins team. 38 years old, still having a decent season, though. He had 5 sacks and 52 tackles, starting every game for the Dolphins. Might be depth somewhere on a playoff kind of team.
That's what I'm thinking. He won't stay with Miami because he wants a chance to win. Does he go to Baltimore again? Does he end up Kansas City? What about Buffalo? Somewhere he doesn't have to be the main guy and just throw some depths in there, get some rotation around, keep everybody rested.
Right.
Hey,
right.
Cincinnati.
Exactly. Maybe play him half the snaps. You know what I'm saying? He might be good.
Yeah.
Well, they have to. Oh no, he's not. He's coming up, I think, next year. Trey Henderson, their good defensive end. I think he comes up next year. So that's another guy. Fucking Cincy's got to try to pay.
Well, no, I was going to say Campbell could show up there this year because their defense needed some help.
No, that's what I'm saying. Right. So that's the list. I'm going through quickly. The player position by position. Flacco is a free agent. Big Red, free agent as well.
Oh, Prince Harry.
Your man Mason Rudolph, free agent. Marcus Mariota, free agent. I heard. Where did I hear? Oh, I heard he might go down to fucking the Raiders. Link back up with Chippy.
What I heard you say was back up.
No. Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah. Well, then we have Jameis. It'll be interesting to see where Jameis ends up. Again, I just got love for Jameis. Yeah, I agree. Kareem Hunt. I mean, that was kind of a no-brainer on that one.
I could see him going back to Kansas City. I could see that.
Me too. If not, he retires. I don't see him going somewhere else to play football again. Let's see. Mo Alley Cox, free agent. Nick Vannett.
You like to take how many what?
I like to take it in my Vannett with my Mo Alley Cox.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I figured you'd like that. Okay, get off lineman here. Those guys aren't important. Interior lineman, BJ Hill. Tierre Tart. Yeah, another big one. So this list is different than the top 100. This is the PFF list of top 10 per position. Malcolm Kuntz, edge rusher, is the number 4 on this list. Yeah, whoever.
Yeah, that's where we've hit.
Yep. That's why I'm just trying to quickly go through this, but I've kind of got a little buzz.
There's going to be even more.
Carlton Davis. When the what?
The league year starts over in March. You just watch. There'll be more.
Oh, when they have to be under the number or whatever.
And then you have the June 1st designated ones and all that stuff.
Okay. How the fuck? Okay, Buda Baker is a fucking free agent, by the way. How is he not on the top 100?
Because outside of Arizona, he probably wouldn't be that good.
I don't know, man. I think he's pretty good.
With Arizona.
That's true. He was good in Washington, too, though. So that is the free agent wrap up for now. So
I think that's all we got.
Got anything else on your mind there, brother?
Yeah, I got a pillow. I can hear calling.
Yeah, that's all the slides I have.
It's saying, "Come put your head on me." The fudge.
Except I had to put the picture of me and Jesus on there real quick.
Oh.
Me and Jesus.
Well, why are you flipping them off?
Funny enough, I have the same jacket on.
That's your only jacket.
In his hand. No, it's not my only jacket. I have lots of starter jacket or track jackets. You'll see.
So, all right, let's call it a night. To the, what is it? To the nuns of the ones.
To the ones of the ones.
Not even the ones of the ones. The twos of the ones of the nuns.
Until next week. Yeah, we got to work on that, but more to come on that. So, peace out, players. Till next week.
Nighty.
What about those people that talk too much? This one